I just was feeling called to do a video. I actually have these in a bag because I was going to do a video before I went into work this morning, but I just didn't for whatever reason. However, it's like 8:45 at night, and I was getting ready to get in the shower and just felt this urge to do a reading, and I feel like I'm shuffling the wrong cards. Anyhow, felt an urge to do a reading, but then Copper, my dog, was wanting to go outside and play in the pool, so I went out there and filled up his pool, and while I was filling up his pool, I decided to ground myself. Again, just another urge. I haven't done it in a while. If I'm honest with you, I haven't done it in a while. I've wanted to, but I haven't been able to. I've just been really busy with work. And anyhow, so I put both my feet on the ground and I just closed my eyes, and I have my hands to my heart after I'm giving thanks to the earth, because I could just feel the energy draining out of me, and I could see the light changing inside of me, 111. And I could just feel this energy stuff happening, right? And then, my body's swaying back and forth, and then the energy of the air started to pick up, and I could feel swirling of air all around me. And then, it was just a really flippin' cool experience. So I feel like I was meant to share that with somebody. Somebody probably needs to ground their energy and get connected with the earth is what I'm hearing. Anyhow, when I was giving thanks, they're making sure that I'm telling you this. When I was giving thanks to the earth for what was happening to me, what was I getting ready to say? Shit, I just had a whole total brain fart. It's going to come back to me. Oh, had my hands on my heart, and I was just imagining that my love, even though I felt like I was being drained of energy, I know that I have very strong love, unconditional love. I was sending it out to the trees, to the plants, to the animals, to the bees that I was just interacting with a little bit ago. All kinds of stuff. And I could just feel that love coming right back up through my feet and just given to me. And 222. And I also seen another one, but I can't remember what it was. 124, they said. Anyhow. So, some of you have been a little down in the dumps waiting for something to happen. You've possibly been ignoring some sort of signs that the universe has been giving you, because I'm just getting this feeling like something has been nudging you, something has been telling you exactly what to do, and perhaps this is your higher self, like your higher self talking to you and saying, hey, like, look, trust in us, have faith in us, us being your guidance team, your higher self, maybe even yourself, because some of you may not fully trust in yourself just yet. But anyhow, there's some sort of change that is happening, and this is a happy change. This is something that's going to make things seem a little bit brighter for you. And this could be happiness that has to do with something from your past. It doesn't have to be, however, it could be happiness that has to do from something from your past, especially something from maybe like in your childhood, may even have something to do with like a change within the household, meaning maybe somebody's added or taken away from the household that makes it happier. Maybe there's a change in like relationship status with family members. Maybe you or your family members, maybe your parents, your sisters, your brothers, it could even be cousins, what have you, friends maybe, you've had some sort of beef with, and now there's something that is resolving is what I'm feeling. Or maybe people are having awakenings that are helping them to become more aware of truth, whatever truth is in this situation. But it's definitely bringing happiness. It's actually even calling back memories of your childhood that were good. Okay, so maybe some of you were focusing on like a negative aspect, because I feel like there's not like a dark night of the soul maybe for some of you, but I feel like it's just where some of you have been kind of in this slummy type of energy where you go back and forth with thinking about your past and dwelling on things that have to do with that. But then there's some sort of good memory that comes in. It could be from a past relationship with a family member, a romance. It could be a past romantic partner. It maybe even for some of you this is career-wise, but I really feel like this is involved in relationships, coming together with other people and things of that sort. Some of you are expecting, or either not expecting, there may be even a surprise that's coming to you when it comes to in the form of like a text message, an email, 456. This could be a letter from somebody that you've been wanting to hear from, maybe somebody that you'd been thinking about. Maybe you hadn't been thinking about this person at all, and it's just somebody that's sending you some sort of information. For some of you, I do feel like this is career oriented. So, they're telling me these cards that this is career oriented for you, meaning this particular card, some sort of information coming to you, maybe a proposal for a different job or a raise, or I don't know. It could be many things that have to do with career, but I feel like, again, some of you may have had a down spot. Before I'm feeling like this is like before the beginning of this reading. So this may have been last week, last month, yesterday, what have you. But there's something where some of you guys were looking down or in the slums or what have you. And now it's like happiness, happiness, happiness. And there's a sense of needing to try not to think so logically. Try not to have yourself in the way of some sort of situation, some sort of relationship, some sort of change within some dynamic of something that has to do with other people, because this is where your happiness lies. You've asked for changes. Maybe you have changed yourself. You've had evidence of that. And now they're saying, like, get the clutter out of your mind. Quit thinking so logically. Maybe some of you are too practical and need to get into your feminine energy, which is the intuition, the inner knowing, the gut instinct, the I don't know how that I know, but I just know it. And trust that. And that's your intuition. That's your higher self working with you. That's your guidance team. That's your angels. That's your whatever. But even if you don't know how to get the clutter out of your mind, maybe some of this is clutter in your home, in your career. Maybe you're working too much. It could be clutter of any kind that is holding you back from fulfilling something that would make you happy, or moving into a proposal like in a new career or whatever it may be. I feel like most of you, this is a relationship with family. This is relationship in general, like maybe love. It could be multiple relationships, because a lot of times when we're going through an awakening, when spirit decides to start working on relationships, it'll hit them all. Okay, every single relationship, including the one with you. You're the most important person. So, spirit's definitely working on you, and I guarantee it's opening up your discernment of spirit. That's that gut instinct. It's opening up your ability to talk to others. It's probably opening up your ability to sense and see things, or have an intuition, or this gut instinct, or whatever it may be. But decluttering is going to even increase every one of those things. Okay, so decluttering your home, decluttering your day. It's almost like some of you are putting way too much into your day. That's me. I didn't get home from work till like 7:20 today, and totally on me, but it was on me. Hold that thought for just a second. 808. So anyhow, getting the declutter out of your home, out of your mind, out of your heart. Because if you're decluttering and there's relationships that are mending and changing, and people around you and your family, and maybe in your jobs, because I'm feeling like some of you, this is definitely a career thing for you. But anyhow, when you declutter things in your life, things that no longer mean anything to you, give them to other people, or get rid of the person that is not somebody that you truly love, or, set boundaries with a family member and let them know, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, those people start to awaken and things start to happen. So I guarantee a lot of you are experiencing family members, co-workers, yourself going through some sort of big transformation right now. Maybe even if it doesn't seem big to you, I guarantee if you're just going through one thing that has to do with the emotional body, then you're a trooper, man. You're like... It's hard to go through healing of the emotional body. Anything that has to do with trauma to the heart is intense, and it's hard. And so mending lots of relationships at once, like I talked about, because, like I said, God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is going to hit you with all of them at once. So you're thinking about a lot of things right now, and Spirit's saying, don't overthink it, okay? The universe, God, whatever, is giving you the exact know-how, because remember I told you you're going through an awakening, so that means your intuition is opening up, your discernment of spirit, all of that stuff. Probably hearing ringing in your ears, or having like heat coming on the tips of your ears, or hot flashes, some sort of light flashing in your eye. There could be, all kinds of different things. Buzzing that is telling you your angels are near, you have deceased loved ones. Maybe it's just your higher self trying to get your attention, what have you. But you're going through some sort of awakening, and with that comes a lot of awakenings to your spiritual connections, gifts. A lot of heaviness is being lifted. Some of you are already feeling the evidence of that. Others of you, maybe you're getting ready to go through that. But I feel like for the majority of you, you're already starting to feel some of that heaviness lift. And you're starting to trust more in your ability to sense things, to understand things. You're also starting to have a different type of awareness or perspective around a lot of different things. And visions are probably happening. This could be daydreams, night dreams, fantasies, or fantasy-like type dreams is what I was getting ready to say. Some of you could be having out-of-body travel. I wasn't going to say that, but I had just seen it on the card. But I wasn't feeling Spirit like directing me to that. But for some of you, you may be having out-of-body experiences. Not these. Thank you. I feel like a lot of you are in this space of, they're telling me to shuffle a little more. Some of you are in this space of fighting that heaviness that lifted, meaning you're so used to having the heaviness that you don't know what to do with yourself. Maybe some of you are questioning, like, am I making the right decisions with these relationships that I'm letting go of, or am I setting the right type of boundaries with, so-and-so, or, some of you, it may even just be like you feel more comfortable that you don't want to move past this uncomfortable, I can't say it. Being uncomfortable. So you're fighting keeping the heaviness. It's almost like Spirit saying you make a decision one day to let go of so-and-so, or to set up boundaries with so-and-so, but then you're like, but if I do that, are they going to reject me, or are they going to hate me, or are they going to think ill of me? Whatever it may be that your ego tells you is going to happen, I guarantee it's not going to be half as bad as what you think. It never is. So, some of you are keeping that heaviness on you almost intentionally. I bet if you're watching this reading, though, you're going to be like, damn, I am. And you're going to change that, because if we're on this journey, chances are Spirit put you on this journey for a reason. You had some sort of big thing that happened that made this journey happen for you, whether it be trauma or, some sort of spiritual thing that, it doesn't really matter, but if you're on this journey, I guarantee that you're going to have times where you're going to fight this heaviness. You're going to have times when you don't understand the things that are awakening in you. You're going to have times when you're like, am I really, like, am I crazy? Like, what is going on? And I just feel like some of you are in this off and on. They're saying on this off and on battle of ego and... and I'm not talking about the negative part of the ego, okay? That part of you that has a lot of fear and doubt and insecurity. And it's almost like it's just keeping you stuck. However, on those times when you're not feeling stuck, it's like you have this passion for life. You may have a passion for these relationships, one or more, passion to change something, whatever it may be. And I feel like some of you are trying to figure out how to get out of that what am I trying to say? Pattern is what they're saying. Yeah, you're afraid to take risks. You're afraid if you take a risk, then you may lose control in a situation. You may feel like you lose control of your life. Maybe if you get in a relationship, or if you mend something with your family members or what have you, you're going to feel like you've risked too much, and there's 15-15, and there's too much to, just risk. I don't even have another word to say here. They're like, there's just too much to risk. And so you fight yourself. This is a card of rebellion, but I feel like this is a card like talking about you fight yourself, and again, that logical thinking, not going into your heart, not going with your gut instinct, not trusting in the universe. All of those things are going against what is awakening in you right now. Anyway, so really try hard to not control what spirit is doing for you right now. Maybe some of you are supposed to be in quietness. Maybe some of you are meant to be going out and expressing yourself, or making friends, or what have you, looking for a new career. I feel like some of you are meant to do action right now and move on something. It could be a relationship, but stop fighting it. There's some sort of fight, but I feel that like that fight is here. However, that's just the ego dissolving. That's not something that you should be mad at yourself for. You shouldn't, worry too much about, what have you. There's some sort of energy of compassion. I never look at the bottom card. I'm not one of those readers that, I do look at the bottom card, but I'm not one of those readers to be like, I'm going to flip over the bottom and I'm going to put that as, I don't normally do that, but for some reason, Spirit had me turn it up and put it there. And I'm actually going to take this next card too. And the next one. Okay, so where's it at here? There's some sort of shift that involves compassion, unconditional love. I don't know why I'm saying sponsorship, but I'm hearing the word sponsorship. So for some of you, maybe there's something to do with like drugs and alcohol, and maybe you're going to some sort of program. But it could, maybe one of you just knows exactly what that means. But anyhow, that was a very odd message, sponsorship. But there's this message of happiness, joy, being blessed, the sun coming out, and brighter days ahead. I just feel like some of you have went through a pretty harsh cycle, okay? One where you thought it was just going to be dark all the time. You didn't know how to get past 1818, and I was told to say 1819 as well. Look those numbers up, guys. Those numbers mean something for you, and they probably have something to do with the message that I'm giving you. Anyhow, if you notice, 1, 2, 3, 3 of these cards have suns on them. That means that there's a lot of happiness that is coming. Something has definitely went full circle. Something has resolved itself, or maybe that something is you. Because I just feel like there has been a change. There has been something that has been noticed. This could be other people around you noticing that you're changing. There's something different about you. Whether you think they like it or not, it doesn't matter. This is a time when you need to let go of what your ego tells you people are going to think, and not give a fuck. Excuse my language, YouTube, but not give a fuck. And end up being able to be yourself, inspire others by what you've become. Some of you have been really, really hard on yourself, okay? I just feel like there's, look, Criticism is the next card. Some of you have been extremely hard on yourself. Maybe it's because you didn't choose the right career path, or you feel like you wasn't supposed to be with so-and-so and you did anyway. You know, whatever it may be that you have been telling yourself and beating yourself up about, or, you know, allowing your ego to overthink and rethink and overthink again, and then, you know, one day put action into something, then one day take your will back, or, you know, whatever it may be. You're starting to awaken and you're starting to have awareness. So beat yourself up with a feather. Don't criticize yourself. Don't judge. You know, I shouldn't say don't, because you know what? I did all the time. But be aware of what you're doing. Ask Spirit to show you when you judge yourself or judge others, when you're, you know, hard on yourself when you shouldn't be. Because guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to have compassion for yourself and others. You'll start to realize that the things that hurt you, that you do to others, also hurt them. Okay, so some of you are really awakening to a lot right now. I mean, that's what this channel is all about. I haven't done a reading in a really long time, guys. It's crazy how sometimes I just wake up and I'm just like, I need to do a reading, and that was today. And then I didn't do one when I went to work, and this card fell as I was picking up the cards, but I wanted to show you the bottom as well. 2111 and 2112. Anyhow, there's going to be a lot of friendships are forming. Some of you are being suggested to start a friendship with somebody, and this could be somebody from your past. It could also be somebody, you know, that you're working with. It doesn't really matter. Maybe this is actually talking about starting a new type of relationship with a family member. But either way it goes, there's order that's coming to your life right now. There's alignments. There's adjustments that are happening. There's things that are in your favor. We have 4s here. We have 6s here. So those are probably 1s. 11 and 1. So 111. Stay away from the drama. Don't be the drama. Drama was the next card up. And I felt like it was pertaining to this reading as well. Anyway, it was nice to do a reading for you guys today. I actually am glad that I did it because I got a lot out of it myself. Anyhow, much love to you guys. Bye.